in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for being here. We appreciate your presence. Special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to your first taste of whatever this unnamed party is about to be or is right now. I'll let you figure out the semantics later. First, new intro. Pretty cool. We'll run it again in just a bit. But before we get to that, if you enjoy what you're watching today, a whole bunch of ways where you can, in the future, follow along and be part of this journey. First thing to do, twitch.tv/dicefunctional. Go on over there and follow, where we play this game live every Saturday around 4 p.m. Eastern time. You can watch live, hang out in the chat, and enjoy the whole experience. If you don't like watching things live, make sure to head on over to YouTube. Just search Dicefunctional. We have the entire stream archive up there, so you can check out all of the previous adventures of this adventuring party, our entire campaign 1, a bunch of gaming and art content as well. It's pretty damn cool. Follow us on socials at Dicefunctional with an underscore over there on Twitter is the best way to do that. And hey, if you don't like watching things, that's okay too. Just go to your favorite podcast feed. Just search Dicefunctional. You can find us there. But you know what? I want to watch that intro again because that thing's pretty damn cool. So we're going to play it again for you all. That's right. We're playing it again. Enjoy the new intro. Okay, that thing was pretty damn cool. I think it was pretty damn cool. Yeah. Cooler things every time. Connor! What you got for us, buddy?
Where we last left our group of adventurous outcasts, whatever you want to call them today, they had just tried to go solve a rat problem at the farmhouse of old Farmer Mardigan. There, they had found that it was hidden down deep inside of his root cellar, where it appeared that 3 odd rat-like creatures, which turned out to be raccoons, had been chewing up the grain that was down there, or at least that's what people wanted them to think. As the party went to investigate the raccoons and tried to find out what was going on, the raccoons vanished, and the party was ambushed by a group of bandits. The bandits fought well initially, only to immediately get curb stomped by the rest of the party, with several of them either kneecapping or just blowing away several bandits, several getting decapitated, and a few being knocked to the ground, stabbed, and then knocked senseless. You all then took those bandits, brought them back to Giron, and then turned in a bounty for them, getting a nice little chunk of change, about 240 gold. But you guys realized before leaving the farmhouse and going back to Giron that there was a Farmer Mardigan at some point, and he has a wife, but they're not there. and it looks like they may have been abducted at some point. But on top of that, you guys found out once you got back to Garan from the now Captain Marceau that apparently a Ganassi was arrested back over at the Reyes estate. A Ganassi that unfortunately two of the party members are very familiar with, being Don Durma, the ice cream man that works for the carnival, and the uncle of one Castella.
They arrested the ice cream man?
Oh, you knew? Oh, Jace wasn't here.
I was not here. What the fuck?
Read the notes.
Jace didn't read the notes and was not here, so they have just found out this.
Yeah, either that or I missed the part that he was the ice cream. I knew he was somebody's uncle. We're busting this man out. We're busting this man out. The ice cream man,
who turns out did actually have a few active warrants at the time.
That's no excuse.
But you guys could not get him released and could not get the chance to speak to him just yet, not without filling out some paperwork and letting bureaucracy do its work. So, you guys are going to have to go and deal with the issue with the missing farmer and his wife, and hope that you guys get the opportunity to have a conversation with Dawn and find out what the hell happened. But where we last left off, you guys had just left the Bastion, where you had met now Captain Marceau and Colonel Francois, the polite man behind the desk.
Was it Corporal?
I believe he was a higher rank. Let me double check my notes.
I thought you said Corporal, because I have it in my notes as Corporal.
It was either Corporal or Colonel. They both sound similar. Whichever one is higher than Captain.
Corporal is what I have in my notes.
Yep.
You said, I will say, you said Corporal first and then changed it to Colonel later in the same session.
I said the wrong thing. I apologize.
I don't know which one is right.
It was intended to be Colonel. That's why
Colonel.
I corrected myself later.
Correct my notes.
So, you guys are all in the city of Garan, and there may be a few things to discuss or get ready for, but that's out of my hands. What would you guys like to do?
So, we are sitting on 240 gold pieces. Do we want to put them all into one kit to help us buy things as we leave town? Or would you all like your own share of the money? Wait.
No, this is actually an out-of-character question, which is... When did Asher take the money from the... Because Asher took a bunch of money from the...
He took bandit money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would we have seen that is my question?
He wasn't exactly sneaky about it. He just ran through all of them and nobody else did, so just pocketed the whole thing.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
This just has no concept of money, so who cares?
Oh, by the way, credit to the lovely Bill Roper for finishing up that intro for us.
Thank you, Bill.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jess?
This is out of character as well. Michelle, please sit closer to your mic. You're so quiet.
You are
I'm
quiet.
so sorry. Okay.
That's on you, dude.
I
Get
will.
close to the fucking mic.
It's a curse.
In
I don't
the
want
mic.
to sit
I
up.
think we need to get you like a body gimbal for your mic, so you just put it on, and you can go anywhere. You can lean back. You
It's
can take a
already-
nap,
Here's the
and your
thing.
mic
It's
will be
already
right
on an
here.
arm. It's
No,
just
no,
the arm
no,
isn't
it
on.
needs to be
It
attached to
needs
you.
to be on you,
To be
so
attached.
that
You keep
Don't-
moving. It's true.
can't
I'm
lean
inclined to
away
agree with
from
them.
it.
Person that moves around. I'm sorry. I can't sit still. I fidget.
That's okay. We will accommodate,
Tell you
That's
what.
you need the attachment.
evolve.
Patreon stretch goal.
Yeah.
We hire a sound guy with a boom to just follow Michelle
Follow.
around.
I do not want anyone in my room.
Too fucking bad.
Guys just followed her with the mic like everywhere.
I can't.
Constantly recording.
Maybe if we have that, he's also tall enough to fix the beeping.
It's
When it
true.
happens.
He might be.
My entire thing replaced. That is not my responsibility. I can harass my parents as much as I want to. If they don't
love
do it,
it.
I can't do anything about that.
Yeah,
I
but
love it.
Michelle, it's easier to take punches at it.
Patreon stretch goal. I'm gonna go fix Michelle's.
We're gonna buy a
I'm
ladder.
gonna kick your door down. I'm be like, hello, Michelle's parents. I'm fixing it.
It's all batteries and it still beeps.
Some weirdo broke into our house and changed our fire alarm.
Like, they redid the entire system. We're not sure how they did it.
Crime.
You literally were
Rose
like
back.
Michael Stewart in campaign 1.
Apparently,
Oh my god.
Rovi
Yeah.
was a boom operator. We could just hire Rovi.
Hey, check out the
Come all the
future
way over here.
Patreon
You
where we
cannot
might
come
hire
to my
Rovi to
house.
just follow Michelle around and record everything.
No.
It's
We'll work out
terrible
the price
money.
later.
Oh, I'm
Anyway.
sure it's fucking garbage money.
Anyways,
Anyway, so
now,
money.
now that we're done harassing Michelle,
Gotta warm up somehow.
It's the minute where we roast me. It's fine.
Yeah, we gotta get
we
it
have
in.
to hit everyone at least every few sessions.
Oh yeah,
This was yours.
Yeah.
This was done out of love.
it
I
is.
know. I don't care.
Also, life has been hard for everybody recently. We needed a
I
lot.
mean, don't worry about me. My AC already roasts me. So Tana would not be able to say anything about the money because she brought Granny upstairs away from the body
Away from
because she
that,
was looking
Cody.
kind of sickly.
You
So
can't walk away from that.
I don't
Yeah,
have
we're just
any.
walking away from it.
Well, yeah, there we go.
I can't have any input
How's the
there.
fucking autistic guy got the best delivery?
Every fucking time, too. God.
God damn it, Cody.
Cody's
It is the delivery of just like the flat monotone of just like.
Anyway, here's the thing.
But like you were saying, Tana really doesn't get money that well, right?
Doesn't get
That's why
money,
Fizzy
and she
isn't
wasn't
saying
even
anything
there
either.
for it being searched.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Fizzy isn't saying anything
And-
because she doesn't know money.
Granny wasn't paying attention to what Asher was doing. But she
Granny
does
was
know
trying not to vomit.
trying not to vomit.
But you do know about the money we just got for the bandits.
Yeah.
Yes. So that if we want a shared fund, that's fine.
I was
Means we're
thinking,
gonna- it seems implying that we're gonna be sticking together.
well, at least for a couple. I figured at least for a couple more jumps. The last one went very well.
I
We
think make a
can
good team.
follow up on this certain thing, make a bit more in terms of coin, pass it around a little bit. Think of it as an investment.
I spend enough of your money, you might as well hold on to mine.
Can do.
Really understand money, so I don't.
Simple concept. Instead of trading service for service or item for service, you use coins. Think of them. You are from the Fae, no?
No, I'm
Hmm.
not from the Fae. I mean,
She's from the hippie kind of drow.
I'm from
She's
the
from
caves.
deep underground.
I've said this a couple times. I'm from the caves.
Hmm.
Would
Did
I
you-
know direction, Connor?
North.
Yeah. I'm very north of here. I walked a long time until I ended up here. A long time.
Are
And I
you-
was by
Funny
myself
as
for most
Fae.
of it, so.
Up by the fair bogs.
Little more south of that.
I don't know. I've never seen a furball.
They're an interesting
Except
set.
for
Uh,
All right. We have
except for the one that we met at the party.
right. That was the first one I've seen.
Okay.
I've never seen one before that.
All right.
I was
Well-
by myself for most of the trip, so I didn't really. I would just take things. I'll be honest. I didn't know you were supposed to give something in return.
Ah. So not even a currency of favors.
We have 2 thieves in this group. Technically 3.
I'm not a thief.
I mean,
Not you.
the thing is, where I'm at, the clan, we all kind of just, everyone just did a thing together, and if you wanted something, you just asked for it and you got it. If they had it,
Easy enough. I will hold on to your coins for you. We will work on the same system. Did anybody else want a equal share of the gold? Or would you
Fine
like
with
me
you.
to just hand on to it and we can do a bit of shopping and distribute later as we get more?
I'm fine with you holding on to it for now.
Lots of stray cats. I had another one jump into my lap. Got cats all over my lap today.
Does Kaz have any input on the money?
Oh, sorry, what?
Does-
The money?
Did you want... we got 240 gold. The idea
off.
was that you could either take your share or we could have a collective fund to buy a few things and then distribute later when we have a bit more coin.
Hang on, I need to roll a wisdom for this.
Yeah, fair.
Oh god, my dice. Oh, that was better than I thought. That's an 18. She can wait.
Perfect.
If she really needs it, she'll just pickpocket it.
I wish you luck. So, we do a bit of shopping. At this point, honestly, we could probably get a bit more coin out of taking down whoever it is who captured the actual farmer. We could probably easily make a bit that way. Cass, unless you think the thing with your uncle is time sensitive.
I don't think it is. He's still gonna be there. I think.
That
Unless they're gonna relocate him, I don't know.
With the request I sent in, moving him before it comes through would not be proper procedure.
Okay. I think we can deal with that problem later as long as it's nothing too pressing.
But now,
all right.
we're talking about dealing with the people who stole the people who own the farm.
Wait, it's called kidnapping.
These are kind of like bigger, more important people, and I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, but and she's just gonna kind of look around the group. We're not really I don't know if we're equipped to handle that to the full extent. I
What do you
definitely think
mean?
we could. That's a lot of fighting.
Well, maybe the plan is to actually rescue the farmer instead of just simply worrying about taking down the whole organization.
Sorry, I had more to say, but Jill had to get up to take something out of the room real quick. Maybe instead of trying to take it down, we just try to go get the people out.
Fine with that.
It is a more sensible idea.
And we have some sneaky people here, who can probably get in and let us know the layout.
Asher's gonna look around to make sure there aren't any officers or anything like that around, because we're out of the bastion, right?
Yes, you are out of the bastion.
Perfect. Well, we could, in this case, probably use this as a practice run for how to break Cass's uncle out of prison.
Sure.
Unless one of you has a better idea of how to get him out of this.
You know, you could let me try the legal way first.
This is no fun. It has been a while
Asher.
since...
Asha? I'm gonna try the legal way first.
Daras, it has been forever since my family has done anything fun like breaking people out of things or stealing trains. I'm itching for one, please.
No. Also,
Well-
stealing some trains?
Did you not hear about this?
We'll get back to that later.
I will point out, Asher, we did break a elemental out very recently. So you did do that.
Hold on.
This
Which,
is
by
true.
the way, circling
is true.
back to that, I wasn't aware of what y'all did in that house to get arrested.
We did nothing of the sort. It was Trevor.
That lie has already failed.
It is not a lie. This is what I am sticking to.
We don't have to lie to Darius. We did break out the elemental. It was trapped.
Darius,
It was.
we did the right thing.
My sibling wanted to get it out because he was trapped and they didn't like that. So I was only finishing what they started.
Before you do illegal things, can you at least make sure y'all have an escape route from now on?
Tell me what's legal and not legal.
I prefer to figure things out as I go.
I will defer to the mushroom one. Please tell me what is illegal and what is legal.
No. She didn't even know she was stealing from people when she was taking things on the way down here.
Well, it depends on who the person was. Do they have way too much? It is not really stealing.
You aren't allowed to talk anymore. Asher.
I
Asher.
may or may not have diplomatic immunity of a sort, so I...
And that
I'm
almost got you
curious.
arrested not even a couple days ago.
And how well would that have gone?
Let's just go shopping. I'm tired of this
This is a good idea.
conversation.
Not
have-
take my time.
I have need of a shotgun. I have an
Excuse
idea.
me?
Where? Granny, does your shopkeeper friend have any sort of cheap firearms?
I know he has some. They're not really cheap.
Maybe I will see if he has any spare parts. To this store.
All right. So, where would you like to head off to? You're gonna go over to the Dwarvish Imports.
If you want, I will say, if you want more options, House of Smoke is a gunsmith. If you want spare parts, you're more likely to find them there.
I think that would be... I think that would be a good run for me personally.
Where is it? 11. There.
We could kind of go around that block. Is there anything else that anyone specifically is looking for while we are going around?
Give me 1 second, I gotta finish this coughing fit.
Fizzy?
I'm not used to buying things. I'm used to finding my stuff out in. I need stuff for my potions. Specifically, Michelle has to look up what she needs. Hold on. Give me a minute.
If you put together a shopping list, there is between common shops, we could find there is probably some sort of herbalist. Granny, you are more familiar with the city than I am.
Yes. There is an alchemist who might have herbs and stuff.
It's a pharmacist specifically.
Pharmacist isn't gonna have raw materials. He's gonna have stuff that I can use.
Okay. The potion thing is not in my drive. What the frick? Oh, there it is. Never mind. I found it.
That's if it's been a bit since you opened it.
No, I
Yeah,
found it.
it disappears. Just for reference to you, Becca, if you're looking for like raw materials and stuff like that, that's probably going to take some asking around. The best way to get raw materials for alchemy would be going to La Mière Académie. But the problem is, that's an academy. You're going to need permission.
The, Grove Keeper wouldn't have anything?
The Grove Keeper is going to have some very niche stuff, but bear in mind a Grove Keeper and a Hollow Grove, that's basically a graveyard.
Well-
This is Hollow Grove.
Actually, there are certain types of fungi that grow specifically around corpses.
Exactly.
And Fizzy might have a preference for fungi in potions.
Not with what she's looking for. Are there marshes around here? Are there?
Let me check the map.
I need.
You guys keep talking. You guys keep talking while I check that on the map.
How crazy would graveyard fungi be?
If y'all go to the pharmacist, do me a favor and pick up the stuff to make it's called acetonite. I can't pronounce it.
Acetanilide.
Thank you. Acetanilide.
Bless
It's for you, Asher. The
What? But
painkillers.
I always forget their name.
That's fine.
But thank you.
Need something called. It looks like. I don't remember what they called it, but it looks like a. It's a three. It's like it looks like three little. Like a fork, type thing.
A trident.
Grows.
Trident?
Huh?
A trident?
I'm glad Granny and I went to the same place.
Yeah. It's a
Do you
reed.
think-
It's a reed that's like green.
I mean,
called
that'd be.
Plants.
It will be a nature check for anyone to figure out roughly what she's talking about. I know what Michelle is talking about. And she is
I
very
know
much
what
in
she's talking
character.
about because of my outsider information.
Yes.
Asher doesn't really know.
If it's
I want
native
to-
to
Yeah,
the
I was like,
Feywild,
she
I
wouldn't
don't
know
think
that-
Shauna would know.
She wouldn't know the name of it.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Oh God, Rot.
Wow.
I think Rot knows Connor.
Yeah, I
Is it
think Ron
wasn't a
knows.
nat 20?
No, it's a
Close.
19 though.
19.
Pretty close.
Read it in a book.
I mean, that makes sense.
I can
That's
tell.
how random, like an
it's
Oberlist
this
book
thing.
before.
Nevelson's read.
Yeah.
Like Rod has like a fucking book. I don't know what Rod's doing. I've been half tuned in trying to figure out my clothing situation in real life.
Fair.
But Rod just sort of looks up absently and is like, "Oh, Nelson's read." What are you talking about? I'd have to assume.
Nothing came out of your mic, Michelle.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I mean, I assume the way you're describing it, that's the only thing I can really think of.
You're smarter than me, so yeah, you're probably right.
The read.
What's it?
I mean, I was gonna say, Rod, I will give you this. It's a marsh plant. It shows up in marshes and other wetland environments. There's one spot you can think of right off the top of your head that it is almost guaranteed to be, but going there is typically its own trip and is a little dangerous. It's further to the east. It is called. Let me pull up the name real quick. It would be the Brunsandsverf, which is basically a heavily marshy area, not very friendly to life, typically covered in mist, but Nevelson's Reed grows there in abundance. So if you really wanted it, that'd be your best bet. But aside from that, just kind of search around wetlands, stuff like that.
Yeah, I just used the last of it. I just used the last of it when I made the potion that brought Cass back after the thing hit her, the elemental hit her. So I don't have any healing potions left, and I can't make it without that.
Guaranteed option. If you really, really need like a promise that you're gonna get it, there's a really spooky spot. Mist, the whole thing. Marsh. Not very life adjacent. Friendly. You could go there. I wouldn't really recommend it, maybe. You could.
Maybe. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I'd
Not
want to go there by
alone.
myself.
We'll just keep an eye out in the marshy areas. Keep an eye out. Look for them.
Oh, I just thought of something. What were you gonna say, Jess? I saw you say something.
Jaos is handing a list to Asha and going, ask the pharmacist for that stuff. If
Wait.
they have it, great. If they don't, whatever. And I'm texting it to you. It's not secret stuff. It's just easier to do it this way. I'm gonna go be nosy and see what I can find out. And while they're doing that, Connor, I want to use ears to the ground and go snoop
Got it.
around the city.
Okay. You'll tell me what you were looking for.
I want to see if I can find out more about the I can't pronounce his name. The dude that took the people. The
Got
like
it.
father figure of the.
Okay, so also just to clarify, it was just that it came down the pipeline from the family to do this. It's not necessarily that he did it directly.
Yeah, it's not
You're meaning Oriole milk still?
Yeah.
The milk cell?
Yep. No one.
But if I can find out where in the chain this all came from, that's what.
That's fair. Okay. So in that case, while we handle Jessica looking for information, everybody else use Discord to kind of chat between yourselves about what you want to get, or use the chat in Foundry to do that. Kind of figure it out. But Jessica, Dara splits away from the rest of the group and begins to look through the actual city itself for seedier types, or at the very least, people who are on the edge of the law, who are a little bit more willing to try to put out that kind of information. Ears to the ground. Does it specify how long it takes, roughly?
I'll send the thing instead. Give me a second,
Yeah, go ahead.
just to make it easier. Doesn't say. It just says.
There is a connection. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you don't have anyone directly here in the city, but you know a guy who knows a guy who would probably be willing to at least tell you some information. They call him Charlie No Fingers because his name is Charlie and he has no fingers. But he is also typically very well informed when it comes to stuff that's happening in the shadier parts of the world. So you would be able to find him. You know that periodically he shows up over at... Where would he be? Actually, yeah. He'd probably be over at the Beached Whale. So you'd be able to find him there, no problem. So, making your way over to the Beached Whale, you enter into the bar. It is a little bit later. We'll call it like noonish. And at about this point, you would see high noon. And you would see that there is a kind of ginger-haired man, very much a receding hairline, who is there kind of like nursing a drink. You see that one of his hands does have kind of like a prosthetic attachment that goes over it to help grab onto things. The other hand, he has no fingers. It's just gone. And just judging by the name and the general appearance, that's most likely Charlie No Fingers.
Darius will do what she does best, walk up and sit down beside him. Howdy.
Can I help you?
Possibly. I'm looking for something.
What would that be?
Some people got taken at the edge of town day before yesterday. Farmers.
Uh-huh.
Do you know where they were taken? And she will set down... Hold on, let me see how much money I have before I do this. 2 pieces of gold onto the table.
He looks down at the money. He'll kind of he'll use his stump hand to kind of just scoot it towards him. I've got a few ideas about where he might be. From what I hear, some of the folks in the family decided to pass the word along that there was something going on around here, and it'd be a good idea to filch a couple of folks. So they grabbed the farmer, they grabbed his wife, and they snuck away. Last I heard, they're somewhere near Sion.
How the fuck do you spell that, Connor?
Sion?
Yeah.
S-A, like, Sail Lant. S-A-I-L-L-A-N-T. Saillant.
Thank you. Are they in the city proper or somewhere around the edges?
Almost certainly somewhere near the edges. It's bandits. They probably found some old abandoned house, some bunker that somebody dug for a mine or something, or maybe a fort. Then they just hold up, and whatever they expect to happen is going to happen, maybe.
You know if
Or
any of
maybe-
the members... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say they could have been fed a pack of shit. They're only working with the family, they're not part of it.
So no one of the family should be there.
Fuck no.
Good, good.
Well, there's no reason for them to get their hands dirty. That'd be stupid.
Oh, but they're doing something odd.
Oh, God. Why is Garfield here?
Been
He's
there.
wearing a mask.
Ah! God.
Any idea of why they're causing trouble?
Not sure.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Last time I rolled on the dice, it did not end well, so... Still not great, but a 14.
He seems like he's being pretty straightforward with you. He may have, like, guesses, but even he is, like, he's not telling you because he doesn't want to feed you dog shit information. He's like, I don't know, and anything I say is just a guess, and I don't want to give you that information and come back to me and kick my ass for giving you wrong information.
That's fair. She'll just nod, tap the table twice, and go, "Well, thank you for your time. Don't get arrested between now and the next time I see you. I'd hate to have to find a new informant."
Oh, probably not gonna get arrested. I just listen to things. No harm in listening.
Actually, and she'll backtrack. Someone recently got arrested for some theft over at the Reyes estate. Do you know anything about that?
Well, that'll cost you more.
How much more?
Let's go 5 gold.
And she'll put out 5 gold.
From what I hear, there was something in the estate. He snagged something. They never caught him with the stuff, but lady of the house pretty much fingered him immediately. Knew he was him. So, sounds pretty cut and dry.
Any ideas? We already knew that. I'm trying to think of where I could angle this to get fresh stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If he were between the time of stealing it and the time of getting arrested going to get rid of it, can you think of anyone who'd be interested in buying something that could have been that valuable?
In the area? Probably not. It's too far out of town, and they caught him near the estate. So, not really anyone to buy it.
Did they go through the carnival people's stuff?
Yeah, from what I heard.
So it wasn't there.
No. From what I can tell.
Not in the carnival. Do you know of any other groups that have been moving around the Reyes estate that could have been seen around there?
Sorry, repeat that?
You're good. Any other groups that have been sniffing around the area that could have been involved?
No. No. Rich estate in the middle of nowhere. Sure, good money. But if there are any guards in the house, you're gonna get yourself killed.
Do you know who Roy was dealing with to sell his dye?
That'll cost us more money.
I'll come back to you later then about that.
It's a living.
It's something.
You should see how much I made when I charged per question.
I'll kick your ass if you start doing that to me, Charlie. And she'll stand up and go, enjoy the gold. And head out.
Hey, Joe, real talk. I haven't watched The Boys. I didn't realize I made him sound like the Butcher.
Well, Butcher has he's like, because like Carl Urban is a Kiwi. So he's got a New Zealand accent, but he's putting on a sort of like Cockney British accent.
Kind of a Cockney
bit.
bit. Okay, so it sounds like a hybrid.
Yeah, and like some words he said, and I was like, Billy Butcher?
Billy Butcher?
Oh, God.
Okay.
With no fingers.
Yeah, when I said he had no fingers, he's got a little prosthetic hand that gives him like some finger movement on one hand. The other one is just it stumps. He's missing everything else. Let's see. Let me just look through the list real quick. Pair of goggles, that's easy. A few more bullets, that's the gun shop. This for rounds. Cody's not worried. Okay.
I
Let's
put
see.
the list at the bottom of what shops we're going to.
Bolas and smoke bombs were two other mentioned ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, both of those are fun ones. Okay. In that case, we'll start off with the list. Everybody else, so Kaz, Asher, Fizzy, Granny, Rot, and Tana, you guys head on into town to do a little bit of shopping. You decide first and foremost you're going to head over to what was the name? Cordials. And you find this that you are standing in front of a long building with a very nice whitewashed exterior, with a nice little sign out front that says pharmacy, and then below it, with like a little line separating it, you can see that there is a sign that says Cordials. Inside, you can see that the building has shelves and shelves of various objects lining them. You see that there are glass containers holding what look to be various pills and other medicines and what have you. There are what look to be vials of some kind of liquid, some that are behind like refrigerated glass containers, essentially. Others that are just kind of sitting on the shelf with no refrigeration. And you can also see that at the far edge of the pharmacist area, where you can see that there are some more potent things kind of hidden behind there, there's what looks to be a soda bar. And you see, standing behind the counter is what appears to be a tiefling. He only has one horn. It's growing right out from the very top of his forehead, then curling back. And he's got a nice mustache that's curled nice and tight. He's wearing very nice, prim, proper clothing. And he looks at you all and goes, Welcome. Welcome to the Cordials. How can I help you today?
Bonjour. Asher
Bonjour.
Alliance. What is your name, good sir?
Well, my parents called me Pride.
An excellent name.
But I would prefer you call me Pritchard.
For sure, that can be done as well. Very nice to meet you, sir. I have a friend of mine who is putting together a compound for me. This is what she has requested. It's ettercap extract, acetanilide, and faux oil on the list.
Those are to make 3 separate things, just for reference.
Yep, I know what you're making. So acetanilide, faux oil, and ettercap extracts.
Wait.
Okay. So the stuff for the faux oil, that's easy. 25 gold, it's yours. The acetanilide, I could do that for about 10. And the Etacap oil, I could see doing that for about 30 right now. Stocks are running a bit dry, but I think I could get some more within the next coming days. So if it's a bit much for you, you can wait a few days and I'll have it at a better price.
I'll tell you what. I have a plan to become a repeat customer. If you meet me in the middle of the price of what it is now and what it could be, I'll make sure I come back in the future and take a couple of your sodas, maybe, to go.
Make a persuasion check. By the way, if the rest of you want to be in here as well, you can. If you want to be in a different shop, that's also fine.
It's not great. It's a 9.
Okay. I will drop it down to 25 gold. Bear in
Fair
mind,
enough.
the sodas are going to be about 5 silver per.
Soda.
You want a soda, sweetie? I'll get you one.
Would anybody else like one? Fizzy, you need to experience this. This is... this is proper.
I'ma get you one.
This is how most of the party becomes addicted to cocaine.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is you are talking about. Alright, Mr. Pritchard? Mr. Pritchard?
I have no preference.
Pritchard. Do you have any... Do you have a house special? As far
No
as soda.
house specials. I haven't messed around with recipes very much, but we've got a few of the classic recipes. We have typical cola, vanilla soda, orange, and then what looks to be grape.
I'm not here, but the spirit of Darrow is somewhere in the distance going, looks to be?
I don't like how not confident he was. It's like,
Hey,
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
roll it. Can I roll an insight on that to see?
Yeah, sure.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
What
sure.
is it he's questioning? Whether it's like,
Well-
I don't know if that's actually flavored grape or I don't know what the fuck is in this.
Well, all grape flavoring is artificial.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you can flavor with grapes very well.
This,
You also can't make grape ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he
Insight
did
at
once, but
19,
killed
by the
his
way.
girlfriend's dog.
Jesus.
You're not sure. You're not sure.
I'm not sure.
So what? No, what'd you roll?
19.
Oh, 19? Okay, I thought
Yeah.
I thought you rolled something lower. So he's not sure, because the container for it is just showing like it's just labeled with like a cluster of like 3 berries that are purple colored. So one looks at it and goes, "Grape?"
This one is purple flavored.
Yes, exactly. It's like he says what looks like grape because it looks like grape.
All right. I like the odds.
Point out, Fizzy's just kind of looking at like those things specifically, like, what does it do?
It is a drink.
It's tasty. Drinks a cola.
you get one McDonald's Sprite for Fizzy.
I mean, you
Send her
can.
to the Shadow Realm.
Oh God, no! Wait.
In fairness, it is entirely possible to just get this, just carbonated water. That is also just soda. That's flat. It's regular old soda.
Also be elderberry. Saying that also
Alright.
grows.
What's the best one?
The best one?
I've never.
I'm not too sure with the best one. Really, I think they're all pretty decent. Except for that grape one. I don't know what that is. But
Of each?
you have one of each?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Add that to the tab.
We do not have taps.
Well, add it to my total then.
25 gold, 10 gold, 35, plus the 30. Oh, sorry, 25. Sorry, so
Yep.
that
60
would
total.
be
60.
60 total plus 2.5, so that's 62 gold and 5 silver.
Got it.
And you are provided a small paper bag. That paper bag contains the ingredients for acetanilide, the faux troll oil, which you can see is a vial of kind of pale brownish, slightly thick liquid. Like it is see-through, but as you turn it, you can see that it kind of like clings to the container slightly as it slides down. And then there's the Ettercap extract, which is a vial that is corked very tightly, and you can see very clearly has a paper label stuck to the side of it that has a skull and crossbones on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're given 5 bottles of soda.
Asher's going to buy 2 more grapes while we're at it.
2 more grapes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You need to
Cool.
try one.
Asher
This is
paid
a-
for some of this himself. Took 40 of it's from the team total, so there's 200 in the team total. Yeah, of gold. Asher covered
Got
the
it.
rest personally.
This is a joke for one person here. One of the drinks is Beverly. There she
There
got
it
it.
is.
She got it. She picked it up.
Gross.
That's bad! For reference, it's because there's a Coke place in Disney Springs that lets you try various sodas from around the world. Beverly is one of the worst things on God's green earth that I've ever put in my mouth.
It's
Did-
literally,
I
it
remember
feels like
this now.
drinking acetone. It feels like drinking acetone.
You said 5. Grape, orange, vanilla, cola. What was the 5th one? I said it and I forgot it.
Beverly.
Was it vanilla?
No. Yeah, I think it was plain, just regular
Yeah.
club soda.
Yeah. We'll go with it.
I only wrote down 4 flavors because that's all I could remember by the time
Okay.
I was taking notes.
I don't like.
The flavor is not Beverly. I am not putting
Yep.
acetone flavored soda in my game.
Asher pops the top on one of the grape ones and is sipping it as we are traveling out. Obviously, if there's anything else anybody wants before we leave, now is a good time. All right, that is good. Thank you very much, Richard. Well met.
Not a problem. Well met.
As I leave the store, Fizzy will do grabby hands with. She'll be handed one. She doesn't know it.
Asher's gonna kind of hold open the sack. Pick one.
She'll grab it. Hold on, I'm gonna roll for it.
So if Ash has had one of the grapes, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6. Yeah, that's
so I'm doing
perfect.
it.
4 and 5 are the grape, by the way.
I rolled a 2.
You get the
Roll
orange.
Orange.
Okay. Pulls it. Drinks it. What does it taste like?
It tastes a bit like some kind of a citrusy flavor. I don't really think Fizzy would be familiar with citrus, all things considered.
No.
So yeah, there is a sour taste to it, with a bit of a sweet note to it as well. Yes, Jazz?
Jill, I want you to tell me what you just said. Tell them what you just told me.
If I was playing Ro right now, what I would have said was, Fizzy, make sure you shake it first. But
So
I'm not.
mean.
I'm playing a nice boy now.
A very nice boy.
Miss Bro. I miss Bro.
So Fizzy likes fizzy drinks?
Fizzy's never had a fizzy drink.
That's
So
the kind
Fizzy.
of prank I would play if I knew about sodas.
Mm-hmm.
So Fizzy takes it, drinks it. That's like. It's fizzy.
Wait.
Yeah.
It is delightful.
It's very. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna roll to see if she likes it. Actually.
Like if water was sharp.
A bit like that.
It's pretty good.
Water was sharp.
Sharp water.
It's pretty good. I've never tasted that. It's like interesting on my tongue. It tastes like sour and then it's like sweet. I've never had that
And then it's
before.
gone.
Then it's gone.
Sour.
Yeah.
Then they're sweet. Then they're gone.
Sour Patch Kid.
Sour Patch.
I've never had that before.
It is probably some sort of citrus flavor. There are fruits that taste like that.
I've never had anything that tasted like that before. I don't. All our stuff is pretty. It's flavorful, but in a different way. Very earthy. Not
They only have
Mushrooms.
umami flavors.
at the caves, yeah, baby.
By the way,
Yeah, baby.
Asher, you're drinking one of the grape sodas. It doesn't taste like grape. It tastes like berries of some sort.
All right. I don't feel any other like weird effects or anything like that going on.
Not yet.
All right. We'll keep
I don't-
drinking it.
I don't like the yet.
I like this. All right. If we see any sort of like fruit stand or anything like that along the way, Asher's picking up like a couple pieces of fruit.
Yeah, I'll 2 copper. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll pull it off. Whatever, Connor, whatever you think that they would be, Asher is grabbing those and handing them to Fizzy.
Got it. There's definitely going to be at least a few. Probably no apples right now, just because of the season. Maybe a few limes and lemons, stuff like that. I will say there's probably an underripened Aori fruit that is there, and that's about all you'd find right now.
Okay. Asher grabs them, gives them to Fizzy. These are more of those fruits. It's worth a shot.
Like all 3 of these are sour, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Thought I would get a lime and cut it in half and
No.
just like chomp into one half
Fizzy?
of it and give the other 2 Fizzy, like completely
that's-
straight face for Fizzy to eat.
I was gonna say Fizzy like just bites into the lemon. Doesn't know what to do, she just bites into it.
Including the skin?
Get it
Yes!
all, baby!
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
I mean, the zest is one of the best parts for people, and like you actually eat fried lemons and stuff like that.
Immediately hit with sour.
Yeah.
Why is it
It's-
Spicy.
Where's the air spicy? As you guys are making your way through, eventually leading over towards the House of Smoke, you guys will find that it's a smaller house that is kind of tucked into what looks almost like a residential area. But you can see that very clearly on display in the front window, there are firearms of various kinds that are sitting there waiting for one to appraise and look. And you can see that there's a wooden sign out front that says the House of Smoke, and there is a gun with a smoking barrel on the wooden sign.
Am I
As you guys-
familiar with his firearms?
Sorry,
Their firearms. Hers.
Yeah,
her
it is,
firearms.
it is a female store owner. And no, you only kind of know about the store, but you don't
Okay.
really know them.
Okay.
As you guys enter in, you would find that standing behind the counter, currently reassembling what looks to be some kind of a rifle, is a very tall, skinny-looking tiefling woman. You can see that she has large gray bat wings and gray skin. Her hair matches it as well. It's also a dark gray color. And she has bright purple eyes. No Celery, no other colors. It's just purple. And a set of horns that rise up and then connect at the midpoint. And she'll kind of turn and look over at you all and go, "Welcome.
Bonjour.
What can I help you with?"
She's kind of looking around. Do you have any spare parts For some sort of blunderbuss or shotgun?
I have some. Not many, but some.
Honestly, most of what I'm looking for is some sort of a couple cheaper handles, anything cheaper. Honestly, the idea of these, build a couple cheap shotguns, 1 or 2 uses. That's all I'm looking to get out of them.
A junk firearm.
Where?
I can find some that were not able to make the cut. Probably cut the price in half as well.
Whatever it is you have, that would be perfect.
Very well. I can scrap a firearm and I can give you it. Or if you'd like, I can just sell you a junk firearm, but bear in mind, I will be writing a receipt to show that you bought a junk firearm.
That is perfectly fine. And Asher will pull out his coin crest and put it on the table. Asher.
Ah, very nice to meet you.
And your name?
My name is Fog.
Fog. Well met. These are for experiments. I will not be reselling these.
Well, that's good. I would hate to have my name marred. Let me see what I can find. And they'll kind of head into the back room for a little bit. As you guys are left to look around the entirety of this area. And you see that there are all sorts of firearms here. Rot did not enter, of course. But you will see that there are various small single-shot firearms. Single-shot pistols, flintlocks, stuff like that. Many of the flintlocks are kind of like, they're now held in glass cases like they are almost things to be looked at but not bought or used. They're almost historic at this point. But revolvers are very much one of the main shows that are present. And a few clip-fed guns, like a few clip-fed pistols. There are not many, but there are small ones that like you would put a clip of bullets into and fire semi-automatic. They are almost always very expensive though. But easily the biggest thing that's being put on show in the store is what looks to be a dwarven make, very, very large firearm of some sort. There's a big curved handle on top of it and a big handle on the back with a trigger. And size-wise, like the opening is about this big. And one of the rounds is sitting nearby with a shot that's been taken out of the actual casing itself. And the shot is like the size of a marble. And the price of this thing is very high. It is about 5,000 gold. But looking at this thing, it's practically a siege weapon.
Yeah.
In time, you will see that coming out of the back room, they come back out, and they present what looks to be a few sets of ruined components for firearms. Really, they just kind of wind up with like, I'm going to say like a set of 5 of them, and they go, I can give this all to you for about 100 gold. I can't use any of it, and to be frank, I think anything using any of these components would be junk. So, either buy them, or they're going into a smeltery.
Well, it would be a waste if they went into a smeltery. We will get these for sure. Could definitely use... Granny, did you need anything for anything that you are making?
I probably just need some supplies for either making bullets or just straight up buy bullets.
I can do either. I have no real preference.
Which is cheaper?
Making your own bullets is always cheaper.
I'll do that. Then I'll buy some supplies for making bullets.
All right. How many bullets are you looking to make?
How much would like 30 cost?
30 bullets would be they're about gold each at this point. So half that, 15 gold. For the stuff to make 30 bullets.
Jesus. Okay.
It is not cheap.
No. I have 10 gold on me.
That'll come from the party funds.
We'll just start with 10 for now. It's like,
You're
what, 5 gold?
Never forget.
I hate
Make
being
it 20.
poor.
Make it 20. Add it to what it is that I have here. So. We're doing the 20 on this.
Is that on your tab? I'm confused now.
We will take some of it from the party funds, some of it. This is. I'm getting other things.
Kaz, you wanted, some smoke bombs, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any smoke bombs, but making one's pretty straightforward. Gunpowder, sugar. Relatively simple.
We will take a bit more gunpowder. If you want
fine.
to add that.
I can sell you enough for, say, 2 smoke bombs for 5 gold. And then the sugar, well, buy it from a grocer.
Wait. So that is another 10. We've got a 10 and minus separate. Now, I have an interest in what it is that I'm going to be doing with these shotguns. Is there any way I could get you to knock just a bit off the press? Might be able to share something interesting with you.
That depends. What are you intending to share with me?
Maybe a way to make sure the rounds coming out of that dwarven gun come out a little bit faster.
Roll persuasion? Unless you're lying, in which case it's deception.
Nope. Asher's being 100% serious. Persuasion, that's gonna be a 21.
I can see knocking the price down by, we'll say 30 gold, so 60 for the junk parts.
All right. That can be done. So that is 80 gold in total. We can do this. Is there anything else anybody wanted to purchase?
Not here.
All right. Fog. Thank you. Now, I have one request, if you wouldn't mind. Would I be able to look at one of the magazine-fed handguns? For just a bit, just a look.
I would expect someone from the Irons family wouldn't have to look at a firearms clip to understand how it works.
Not looking to know how it works. I know the theory. I just want to see the specific tolerances.
You can.
Thank you. And Asher will slide 1 gold over to her as a thanks. And then I just wanted Asher's just gonna do an investigation on the clip-fed weapon, mostly because he's working on, he's got his own design almost all the way, and we've probably looked at a few, but Asher's just trying to compare, see if we can make any progress this way on getting the damn thing made.
That's fair. While you're doing that, you'll see Fog kind of like moves their way out from behind the clerk's desk, and they'll make their way over to the front door, and they'll kind of open it up a little bit, and they'll poke their head out, and they look over at you, Rot, and go, "Why are you loitering outside of my business?"
I'm also there, by the way. I'm sitting on the floor.
I'm just waiting for my friends. I'm a little bit nervous around firearms, so I didn't want to go in.
That's fair. There's no reason to be nervous around firearms in a store, though. We don't keep them loaded.
Well, there are many reasons to be nervous around firearms at all times, actually. I could list them alphabetically, but we would be here for a while. No offense. I'm sure you've run a lovely shop, but there's just too many factors that are still going a little wild. You know?
I am a lovely shot, thank you. I was trained to be a good shot. But
Right.
I do appreciate the fact that you... No. Thank you. That is... I'll leave you alone. Thank you. No, go back inside.
Rosh just kind of standing there, like, lifts a hand to, like, wave by and is like, okay. That was weird.
Just on the floor.
Fucking damn it.
That was socially awkward even by your standards.
It's just like two socially awkward people and just...
I
Then
just
again-
witnessed. I was gonna say, Izzy just kind of sits there drinking her soda and like on the lemon, and she's just like,
Alternating between the...
11.
it's literally what she's doing right now.
Connor,
Love
is
it.
there like a firing range in this place?
No, there's no firing range here.
Alright.
There are no firing ranges present in this location.
every time she eats, she does make a face every time she like bites into the lemon.
Why are you still eating it?
It's enjoyable, even if she makes the face.
What'd you get, Jace?
What am I rolling?
Oh, you said investigation. so-
Investigation? Okay.
Investigation, yeah.
Gotcha. Do I get any sort of advantage on it?
No.
Damn it.
You just have a lower DC.
Okay. Investigation. I rolled like shit. 12.
12?
Yeah.
The design itself seems pretty straightforward, but like how you would jury rig it or at least adapt something like this towards what you're thinking of, you're not sure.
Okay. Damn. I appreciate you allowing me to look at this.
It's fine. But, yes, it's fine.
Is everything all right?
I am not great with people. Thank you.
That is fine. Well, Fog, it was a pleasure to meet you. Hope to stop by again.
Yes.
You
Best
have
of
a
luck.
lovely cat that is in the office here.
I don't have a cat.
How did this one get in?
I don't know.
We will carry them out. Have a good day.
By the way, I need to point this out. One of you did actually kind of hit the nail on the head about Fog.
Oh no, we were literally talking about that's Smoke's daughter.
That's
Is
Smoke's
it Smoke's
daughter.
daughter? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Literally,
there's
when
no
you
way this
described
isn't
her,
wings.
yeah, great
Wing
tiefling
dog?
with wing. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then you said Fog, and we went, it's Smoke's daughter.
I was like, it
I mean,
can't
and
not
it's
be
Smoke's-
related to Smoke.
And if it's Smoke's daughter, I mean, like not good with people, not a shock.
30 years later,
Come on.
come on.
Trained to be a great guy.
I will say, how the fuck did Smoke have a kid?
Yeah.
You chose this.
I'm still not sure
Little
how.
guy. Just a cute little
He's
guy.
cute.
Look, sometimes it just happens that these characters just exist here.
Look,
I don't know how this happens. but it's
Sometimes you get caught doing something you shouldn't be doing, and the person who's interested in you looks at you and goes, I won't tell anyone if you go on a date with me. And that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Too
Keep it
socially
for
awkward
everyone.
to say no. Suddenly they're married.
I will also point out, because I didn't give an exact number, Fog is about 7 foot tall.
Damn.
Like,
God damn.
literal beanpole. They are tall and skinny, and they just like tower over people.
Hey Connor, is Fog single?
You don't know.
I'm not
You
there,
wanna
so
ask?
Context clues? Probably.
Making your way out of the House of Smoke, you guys make your way over towards the Copper Rose. Inside, you see that it looks to be a blacksmith shop of some sort. You see that many decorative looking blacksmithing works have been created here, and a lot of them are just on display. There is no price tag on them. There's nothing like that. They are simply there, which in the eyes of, like, for a blacksmith, that's just boasting. That's all it is. You put something like that out there, you're just showing that you're that good. That's all you're doing. But you see these beautifully filigreed and decorated shields, swords that have absolutely gorgeous line work. They probably don't hold an edge, but they're gorgeous. And with that said, you see that behind the desk there is a gnomish man, and he looks up to you and goes, "Hey."
Bonjour.
Welcome to the Copper Rose. What do you want?
I have a friend that is looking for something very specific. Cass, what was it that you said you were looking for?
Well, sugar for the smoke bombs and the bolas?
I don't have sugar, but Ebola I can do. So, I can think of going about this one of two ways. You either want it to be wooden bolas, they'd be cheaper, they'd be quicker to make, but they are wood, they'll break, they'll catch fire. Or, I can make them out of metal, with metal wire. They'll be heavier, they'll take longer to make, but they won't break. Not easily, at least.
How much for either one of them?
I can make wood ones for about 1 gold, but don't be shocked if they break after a use.
That's true.
5 gold, I can make you 1 metal one. They'll probably last longer.
I guess the metal one.
Good to get that couple with the gold that we got from the past job.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll get to work on that. It shouldn't take long. Come back in an hour.
Will do. And your name?
Sorry, what?
Monsieur. Your name, monsieur.
Oh. Sorry. Richard.
Richard. Omet. Asher Irons?
Yes. Nice. Leave.
Good day to you, sir. As they turn around to leave, Asher looks over at Gas. This is a very pleasant fellow, no?
Why was he dumbfounded when he asked his name?
The man might have been having the special soda, I believe.
Speaking of special soda, your stomach's starting to hurt.
Mm-hmm. This is good. This is a good sign.
There's a lot more types of metal here than there are in the Feywild.
How many types are there in the Feywild?
At least 2.
Well, for decoration, some silvers and golds, but most Fey don't like metals. We typically use only bronze.
At least that is easy to work with.
If you carry iron anywhere close to them, some of them start to freak out. Don't know why.
Maybe one day we can figure this out. It would be interesting, at the very least, to learn. Asher is still drinking the soda, by the way.
Why are you drinking it if it's hurting you?
It's just
By the
fine.
way, anyone who drinks a soda, you get 1 temporary hit point.
Woo! Yay, I have a temporary hit point. I will write that on my thing.
As Ashley's in the bathroom later. Where's that?
For Asher,
What
the
if-
1 hit point goes away in half an hour. Sorry.
What if I go full 12-year-old and I drink 7 sodas?
You will get 7 temporary hit points and a terrible stomach ache.
Good
Listen.
to know. Good to know.
Fizzy intends on drinking all of them. So.
Mix them all together and drink it all at once.
It would, Jill. I just thought it would be like that vine of the guy drinking the like chugging the seltzer. I don't know
Trying not to burn.
Bam! Yes.
No.
That's still one of my favorite things I've ever.
It's my
I don't think it's.
favorite fucking video. I love it.
I don't think it's a. I think it's a TikTok because it's like.
Oh, is it a
like,
TikTok?
It's a TikTok because he's drinking like a. I think I was the one who originally posted it in the group. It's so fucking funny.
God, I fucking love that one. So yeah, in about an hour you can come back and get yourself your a few bolas. Just tell me how many you want, and we'll go from there. You guys then make your way back over to Zuzan's Dwarvish Imports, where you can see Zuzan is there. He appears to be currently cleaning up the shop a little bit. You see no sign of Marmaduke, thank God. You guys can pick up a few things from Zuzan if you like.
Brock needed some perfume, right?
Mhm.
And Kaz still needs sugar.
Uh-huh.
Sugar.
Hey,
Well,
Question
Sugar-
all this. Did the group like clean up after the fight? Because no one ended that fight bloodied, but people got bloodied during.
No, Asher
it.
got bloodied. Right at the beginning.
Yeah, but he didn't end the fight bloodied. He was healed. So he's not actively like dripping blood, but if he didn't clean up, he still has bloody clothing.
It is
Imagine
very
they
bloody.
would've-
Asher
I
did
would've-
not clean it up unless somebody hit it with prestidigitation.
Jill's.
I mean,
yeah,
we had a
Jill-
ride back to town. We probably cleaned up a little bit.
You guys, Jill was trying to say something, and y'all.
Oh, sorry.
Some cats, something.
Go on. No, I'm talking to you guys.
I just don't have
Jill walked
anything
away. Keep going.
Of
I assume Granny would know the best about what the shop carries.
I don't know if it carries sugar.
It might have some, but not a whole lot. There are, I mean, if you want groceries will be from Creature Comforts, but some, certainly.
I don't know what we're doing. So
I'm just looking something up real quick.
Okay.
I never needed much from this.
Is this where the goggles would come from?
You could purchase some goggles here, yeah. They would go for maybe, I'll call it a gold piece. What are you looking for, Jace?
Because Asher is building a thing. Do you... What would this be? I accidentally went down a rabbit hole. I apologize. Let us see here. What sort? Do you have anything in terms of any sort of dried acids?
You said acids?
Wait.
I may have a few acids present here. Why? What are you looking for?
I am, in this case, looking for some sort of salt. Something to help enhance a reaction, if you will.
What are you looking for specifically?
Picric acid.
Citric acid?
Picric acid.
Oh, picric acid.
Mm-hmm. It's essentially a salt.
That would be. I'm gonna say something like that's almost certainly gonna be present, probably at the academy. That's a very specific kind of niche object to want to have. So
That is alright. I will stop there later.
okay. But you guys load up on your groceries, and then I'm assuming you will be meeting up with each other just a bit to formulate your game plan before you head over to Scion. But for right now, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll proceed from there.
Be right back. And we're back.
Darius, you made your way back to the rest of the party, back over to Zazan's Dwarvish Imports, as you knew that that's likely where they were going to be finishing up. There, you find the rest of the team. It looks like Rot is purchasing a little bit of perfume, which, let me double check the price of perfume. I think it's like 10 gold.
10 gold for perfume?
5 gold, actually.
Put it on the tab.
Is that a
But
bottle or
make
a
Asher pay
wreck?
for it.
It is a vial.
Vial.
I think you're only supposed to like dab a little bit. Supposed to.
And pretty strong.
Or drink it.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
supposed to.
Yes, Jess?
So is it coming out of your gold or is Asher paying for it?
I don't either.
Okay. But, Darius, you make your way back over to the general store. You guys have purchased basically everything you need. You will need to pop by the Copper Rose to pick up the bolus in about an hour, but that's just a small detail. But, yes, Chase?
If we're done with all the shopping part, Asher does want to stop by the academy real quick. Because I want to
Okay.
see if I could pick up picric acid.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, Michelle?
Because I think that was mentioned that if anyone had the stuff that Fizzy needed, it might be at the academy. So maybe go that she'd like to maybe join.
Okay.
I feel like Asher and Busy being a combo is dangerous. I haven't figured out in what way yet.
What could possibly go wrong?
Asher can say anything to Fizzy and Fizzy would believe him.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Darius, you had figured out some information. Is there anything you want to say to the party, or should we proceed with going to the academy and then move on from there?
Not in public ears.
Not in public. Okay, fair enough. So, in that case, you and the rest of the party, unless any of you decide not to go, begin making your way over towards La Mer Academy. Yes?
She's taking her supplies for crafting and going to the cart to begin working on it.
Fair enough.
Granny will also be working on her bullets while they visit the academy.
Fair enough. Granny and Darius are not present.
Rot's not going either.
You don't want to go to school? Nerd. With that said, Asher, Kaz, Fizzy, and Tana, you guys make your way over to La Mer Academy. There, you would find that you are looking at a large, square-shaped building. It looks almost like 4 walls that are basically just making up the entirety of the location itself. You can see that there are windows lining basically every wall. People are going between rooms, you can see, and a few folks are kind of milling in and out of the actual academy itself. Some look to be younger individuals carrying book bags, and in some cases just books. Others are older and are more likely to be professors of some sort. But you guys make your way inside of the academy and would eventually find your way over towards what looks to be some sort of a receptionist desk. There, you see a short, plump woman. She appears to be elvish in heritage, but not necessarily full elvish, judging by your size. She's got orange-colored hair, freckles on her face, brown-colored eyes, and she will look up to you guys and go, "Well, hey there, how can I help you today?"
Bonjour. I'm Asher Irons. I'm looking for something specific. Something you might have here that I'm not able to find anywhere else. It would be a salt, picric acid.
So you're looking for some kind of an ingredient of some sort that we may have in our possession?
Correct.
Well, are you a student here? Do you have some kind of identification?
Asher's gonna take out the coin.
That is not student identification.
It could be quite easily.
I'm sure it could, but we only allow for ingredients and other resources to be provided to students and faculty member of the school. So if you'd like to join in, you can, but that will require an entrance exam as well as a down payment. Or you would have to be allowed in by invitation.
Who could possibly handle this sort of invitation?
A member of faculty, namely one that's been here for longer than 10 years. So one of our professors or the headmaster.
Understood. Is it alright if we take a look around then and see if we can meet one of these professors? See if we are interested in maybe signing up for some of these classes?
You're welcome to go around the building themselves, but I will say, don't interrupt any classes. If you do, you will be thrown out.
Good to know. And your name?
My name is Sheila.
Sheila. Very good to meet you. We will be taking a look and may speak to you soon about applying for future classes.
Sounds good to me. Have a nice one, dears.
To you as well.
Do you know anything about this place?
Not a fucking clue.
Gonna actually sign up, are we?
Well,
Joke's on you, you're going to school.
I don't want to be a nerd! I don't want to be a nerd!
I did it the last campaign. I'm not doing that here.
so I have done this before. We will go around and it is called audit the classes. We are from the regional governor's office, and we are just looking around and inspecting. Cass, you know what it is that you are looking for, what Fizzy is looking for. We can figure out what it is that I'm looking for. Fizzy, you are good at being a puzzle to people who claim to know a lot of things about the world. We might be able to get our things for free.
Oh.
So, if everyone's whoever is joining in, Asher is gonna start walking around and looking at all the classes. We're gonna see what sort of classrooms would have the things that we're looking for.
Okay. So, looking through the actual classes themselves, you would be able to see very quickly that this is an entire, an entire academy on the whole. And it looks like they actually have this sorted by floors. So first floor looks to be general ed classes, mathematics, biology, herbalism classes, stuff like that. Things that are more for like a commoner. If you need to come here, you need to learn how to do this kind of stuff, and need to know what plants are poisonous and what plants are not. Very basic courses. Higher up you go, the more advanced the courses become, and the more complex and sometimes magical the courses are. So second floor becomes introduction to a majority of the magical courses. So intro to evocation, abjuration, stuff like that. Third floor goes further into other fields, specific topics, stuff like that. You would kind of go around the entire building themselves, poking your head into various classrooms, listening in for brief periods of time, and walking back out. There is an alchemical laboratory that is present on the second floor. You would note that on the third floor, there is a classroom that is labeled Studies on the Forbidden Arts and Necromancy. But you see that this room has only desks, no magic circles, nothing of the sort. So it looks like it's almost like just a historical study class. Exactly. And then for what you are looking for, or at least the two of you are looking for, that is almost certainly going to be in somewhere in the alchemical lab. It is not currently occupied, so you may be able to steal something if you really like to, but if you get caught, you're gonna be in some deep shit.
Question.
Yeah.
What is like the aesthetics of the school inside?
So the aesthetics of the school is very much like early Victorian, or kind of like an English college, for lack of a better term. So brick walls, tile floors, stuff like that. It looks like it belongs in an early 20s college, essentially. Many of the classrooms themselves have elevated, almost like bleacher style desks for the students, so everyone gets to look down at the front of the room and no one's getting blocked. And most of the front of the classrooms are very large with big blackboards for people to write on.
Is there like a window to the door to this alchemical lab?
There would be a window to the alchemical lab, yes.
Okay. And can we see where the chemical storage would probably most likely be?
You can see that this room has multiple locations for storage of some sorts. So there are several glass cabinets that have locks on them. There are several wooden cabinets that have locks on them, and there's one that very much is like a solid metal one that has like swing open doors that has a heavy padlock on it.
Pass.
Do you want me to try to unlock it?
What do you say we get some free souvenirs?
Oh god, I'm gonna be in deep trouble. Okay.
I don't know what it is you're talking about.
I'm gonna stand out here and see if anyone shows up. If anyone
That was
shows up, I'll talk to them.
Wait, that is a perfect idea.
Okay.
I will keep an eye the other way, and maybe help Cass. But, Cass, before we go looking at this, let's make sure that there is no sort of alarm.
Right. How do you suppose we know how there, or where the alarm is in this facility?
Let us take a look.
Okay. It'd be an investigation check to try and find any alarms. Let me just put on some fitting music.
I don't have a good investigation.
For a bit.
Are you rolling separately, Jolly, or are you helping Asher?
I'm gonna help Asher because
Okay.
my score for investigation is not great.
Perfect. Thank you. so much better. That is, for investigation, a 21 total.
You see the door itself does not have a alarm, but it is locked.
Perfect. Just a simple lock. We should be good.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my thieves' tools
Yep.
on here. So, let's see how this goes.
Can Asher assist in any way?
With thieves' tools, I would say thieves' tools are very much a thing where you do not get to assist, because there's no real way for two people to get in front of a lock.
Can I give guidance?
You can give guidance, certainly.
Yes, I will give guidance. I'll be like, I don't know how to do that, but maybe you can use a little help. She'll like tap her on the shoulder when she's saying that.
Okay.
So add a
Is
d4.
that add a d4?
Add a d4.
Let's see. 1d4.
13 total. You are starting to slowly work on the lock itself, and you realize it looks like this place does invest in some decent locks. You are having some trouble with this one. You may have to try again. I'm gonna have a stealth check from all three of you, or four of you, if Cody's also present.
Okay. Let me. Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oh, good, because I did not roll well.
Natural 20 from
Yes.
Jolly. Thank God.
I rolled a stealth.
Mm-hmm.
13 total.
So it's a 28 for me.
19 from Asher.
19.
Mm-hmm. We did
I'm
good.
not immediately there. I'm kind of just letting this go for a bit.
So you're going. So we will say you are wandering around. Then you are not immediately there.
I'm like close enough, but I'm not in on the whole breaking into this. Mostly just looking around because this place is.
I roll a perception check because she's like looking around to see if anyone's showing up.
You can. Yes.
Okay. Better.
All right.
21 total.
No one appears to be approaching immediately. Most folks who, if they do pass by, are not really giving you a second look. Cass has done a well enough job making themselves look like they are fixing their shoe or trying to find something. They are making themselves look innocuous enough. You're having trouble doing it, but you naturally stand out. If you guys want to try and open up that lock, you will have to give it another shot.
I'll do it again.
Yep,
Come
you did not
on.
manage to unlock it the first time.
Can I do guidance again?
You can.
Okay. I'll do that again then.
Let's see. Let's do a
If this
better
does not
roll,
work, I
please.
may have an option.
Shoot the door.
Don't shoot the door. Don't shoot the door.
Slightly better.
This is what is it? 14?
14 total. You are working on the lock, and you feel like you are extremely close, but you are not able to unlock it again.
Come on.
Do you think you can do it with one more try?
I think I can. Come on. Do better.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you kind of start. Do better. Yes, you unlock the door, just quickly slip in.
Mm-hmm. Asher's
Who's
coming in
going
with.
Okay, who's going into the lab? Who isn't?
I'm staying outside.
You're staying
I'm gonna
outside?
stay outside to see.
Okay. In that case, you're going to make me another perception check, as you are acting as lookout now. Asher and Costella, you will make stealth checks. Cody, if there's any change in Tana's behavior, please let me know. Otherwise, you will not be too close to them.
23.
23. Okay.
15 plus 8. I can't math. That's
23.
23.
okay.
16 stealth from Asher, and Asher's putting on the night vision goggles so we can see in the dark.
Okay. It is dim currently. I won't say
Okay.
it's dark, so
Okay.
you don't necessarily have to worry about it too much.
Okay.
No change for me because not a good liar or anything, so it's better to stay out of things in case if it's
In case
needed.
of real trouble.
In
That's
case if
fair.
you need someone outside, like at the mansion.
That is fair. So, you guys see inside of this alchemical lab, you see that this room has multiple tables. It's one of the larger rooms. And at the very back, there are multiple storage chambers. There is one that has glass doors, is a particularly large one, with a lock on it. There is one that is made of wood. There is a chest, or like a storage chest. And then on one side of the room, there is a large, heavy metal cabinet with metal doors. What do you want to try and unlock?
I'm thinking I want to get to the stage whisper because I realize I'm kind of quiet.
Yeah, it's fine.
I want to go ahead and go for the metal one.
Okay.
It looks like probably the best lock. If you think you can get it in one shot, go for it.
Do you think this one is alarmed, though?
There was no alarm on the door itself. I don't know why there would be one on the cabinet itself, but I can look if you would like me to.
At least check, because
Where?
I don't want to touch it.
Let us check then. Asher is going to search again.
Investigation. With your 23 on perception, Michelle, you will see that there is no one immediately approaching right now. It looks like they're being quiet enough that they haven't attracted any attention. But the door being partially open, that may attract someone's attention eventually. What'd you get, Jace?
Natural 20
Great.
for investigation total of 25.
Okay, that's really good. What you will note is that there is no trap on this one, but this is an extremely well-locked door. Extremely well-locked cabinet. This is a complicated lock. So, if you want to unlock this, you're going to have to play the lock-picking minigame with me, Jolly.
Oh my god. What does that mean?
Basically, you will need to... I will be setting a DC for you, and you will be rolling a certain number of D6s, and you need to reach a certain grouping of numbers, otherwise you don't unlock that door. Yup.
You're proficient with thieves' tools, though, so...
You know, why not? We're here
it's
anyway.
gonna help you a
Let's
lot.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a 1d6, right?
So, I will tell you exactly what you get. This is a tricky lock. You have 3d6 you get to roll.
3, 6, okay.
Yep. So have that at the ready. So hold on just a second. You have, do you have expertise in thieves' tools?
I'm not sure.
We will quickly double check. Okay.
I don't know, Connor.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You're doing fine.
Looks like proficiency because if you click on like the result, it says plus
It's
4,
only a 2.
plus 2.
Yep. Okay. So you have proficiency with thieves' tools. So you do not get to add anything else.
Okay.
For quick reference, rogues get it immediately, Thieves' Tools instrument. So,
Yes.
no matter what Jolly did, you would have it.
Yeah. You would have
Unless you
proficiency no matter
negotiated a deal with Connor for something else.
what. Yeah. No thieves' tools for Jolly. Let me double check. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Frequency bonus. Okay. So as far as rounds go, you will have. What's your dexterity modifier? +4?
I'm pretty sure it's plus
Okay.
4, maybe.
You will have 6 rounds to complete this before you break your lockpick.
Okay. And I'm
You're doing-
rolling this on the, what is it, the
We will be
Foundry,
rolling this
so-
in Foundry.
Okay.
So I will go over this with you real quick. This is a tricky lock. The way it works is you have to roll a certain series of numbers in order to get it with these D6. So
Okay.
you will either have to roll 3 of a kind, so 3 of the same number, a run, which is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, something like that, or 3 odd numbers.
You're playing Yahtzee, Jolly.
You're playing Yahtzee.
Oh my god.
Hey!
But like, does it have to be in like ascending order, basically?
It does not have to be in ascending order. It's any
Okay.
it's any sequence of dice.
Okay, that's good.
If you decide I have this number, I want to hold on to these, you can make a Thieves' Tools check, DC 20 in this case, to hold those numbers.
Oh,
In which case, exactly. In which case, you don't re-roll those dice. You only re-roll the one that you left behind. Do you understand where we're going here?
Okay.
All right. And I will.
Okay.
I will tell you. I will actually copy and paste the rules again, just so that you have them.
I have 6 tries.
You have 6 tries, 3d6, and you can hold numbers by rolling a Thieves' Tools check and making that DC.
Okay.
Let's rock and roll, dude.
I hate this. Oh, God.
Well, you could roll first try.
You could get it first try. You absolutely could.
Okay, so I just roll 1d6, right?
Yep.
Or
So what I'm going to have you do is just in Foundry, just do r/3d6.
Oh,
You roll them all in one go.
Or you can
okay.
click the D6
Slash
button
R.
3 times.
That too.
That too. I'm just gonna copy and paste it just in case. Okay, let's see. First try.
4, 2, 6, 3 evens, not 3 odds. None of them match.
Needed.
Damn it. I needed to have to retry that, huh?
You will have to retry. You can hold if you want.
No, I'm gonna retry it.
Okay. Round 2.
So that's 1. Do I need to roll these tools or no? On that.
No Thieves' Tools.
Okay. That's 1 try.
Complicated locks are just the minigame with me. You have rolled 3, 5, 2. You do not match anything yet, but you're close to getting.
2
Sorry, 5,
Order.
3, 2.
is important.
Order is not important.
If you only reroll the 2 and you get a 4 or another odd, you have one of the 2 things.
Yep. So,
I'm
but what you'll have to do is you'll have to make 2 Thieves' Tools check to hold the 5 and the 3. Otherwise, you have to re-roll those.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's so much pressure.
I know, right? I love this.
Oh my God. I want to risk it just to get the odd from the 2.
Come on, man. If you want to go for the hold, tell me.
I'll do the hold.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm gonna
roll a Thieves' Tools check for a hold.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2.
No holds count. Unfortunately, you lose both.
Damn it! Okay.
Round 3.
Okay. Let's see if this is better.
Oh my god,
6, 2,
again.
4 again. No match. Round 4.
Of
Stop
course it
giving me
has to be
evens.
odds instead of evens.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I work favor with even numbers and odd numbers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can I say, I love how tense everybody's gotten and how excited people are when the dice come down.
Come on! Why is it giving me 2?
Hold on, 662.
Hold on to.
You could 662 if you hold the 2 6s, you could try to go for 3 of a kind and get another 6.
That's like a small percentage of getting another 6.
It's bad odds.
Mhm.
That is a bad odd.
This is gonna be round 5, right? That she's
We're on
rolling on
round
now.
5. You got one
Okay.
more and then pick breaks.
5 and then 6. So there,
I
you
don't
get to roll
want
2 more sets.
Yep.
I don't want to risk it if it's gonna break my lockpick.
So I will say, you can back out of the minigame. But if you back out of the minigame, you have to wait to do it again, which means it's going to take time, and that means you guys need to make another set of stealth checks. You guys need to wait, and you gotta cross your fingers and hope no one sneaks up on you and finds you.
Yes, Jess.
Doesn't Asher have a thieves toolkit on him?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if yours break, there's a second set right there, Jolly.
There is.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep the 6s because that is a bad odds.
Those are bad
getting
odds,
another- Okay, so I'm gonna try to use my leftover 2 rolls.
Round 5.
Okay. Oh, come on.
1, 5, 6. You could do 2 holds and then go for 3 odds. Or
No. Wraparound doesn't count for runs.
wraparound does not count for runs. So this is also true. So you could try to go for you could hold 1 and 5 and then reroll 6 to get 1, 3, 5. That would be 3 odds, or some other combination of that. Or you could hold 5 and 6 and try to get 4, 5, 6.
I think I prefer the first option more.
Okay. Roll 2 Thieves' Tools checks. Because we're on round 6.
I know this is the last thing I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Before my lockpick breaks. Okay. Come on. That's a 12.
No
that's
hold.
a 15.
Keep one.
You keep 1.
Okay.
Tell me which one you want to keep.
What were the numbers again?
5 and 1.
5 and 1 are the ones I'd be looking at.
I think. Oh god, I hate this. This is hurting my brain.
You want mathematical help?
I will allow you to tag in Cody for math help.
Cody, I need math.
You would have slightly better odds keeping 5 because
Yeah.
the 3 odds is the same for both of them as is 3 of a kind, but for 5 if you got 4 or 6 or you got 3 and 4, you could get a run, whereas 1 you'd need 2 and 3, so there's
That makes
slightly
sense,
better odds.
So I get rid
if
of
you have the
1.
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get rid of 1,
Yep.
keep 5.
Yeah.
Okay. You put the hold on 5, roll 2d6, and cross your fingers and hope you get it. Because you're on your last round.
This is so much pressure.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Dear God.
As you continue to work on this lockpick, you can feel sweat building on the back of your neck and head, and then snap. Your lockpick breaks.
Oh my god, my lockpick.
That is alright. I think I have an idea.
What?
Question for the DM.
Yes, sir.
With my gunsmithing initiate feat, it says that my proficiency bonus is doubled in Tinker's Tools and Smith's Tools checks. With either my Tinker's Tools or my Smith's Tools, could I, instead of going for the lock, pull off either one of the hinges or the exterior
The
mechanism?
itself. You can, but you will make noise. There is no stealthy way to remove a hinge or to remove the external lock. You're gonna make noise.
Is there any way for me to pull apart the lock itself?
Not from the exterior. A majority of locks, especially safe locks, will make it so you can't really do that stuff from the outside.
Got it.
If what I remember from Lockpicking Lawyer is correct.
I mean, it depends on how good the lock is.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, this is a pretty good lock.
All right.
Because I know what's being stored in here, and if you make this, it will be worth it.
Yeah.
But fuck me. So, I will need stealth checks from you two.
All right.
Another perception check from Fizzy.
Also, if you do attempt to pick the lock again, the whole DC will be 25 because second
The DC
attempt.
rises when you fail.
Can I give myself guidance for this,
Yes.
Connor? Okay. Thank God I gave myself guidance. Did not grow great. So I got 8. Math. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 6 is 18.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
that's my
18.
fault.
Jace,
16 stealth.
16. Kaz,
18 plus 8. I can't math. Is that
26.
26. You're fine.
Yep.
Oh, my math brain hurts from the lockpick. That's why.
Okay. Fizzy, you don't notice anything just yet. Actually, Fizzy, you don't notice anything just yet. What do you guys want to do inside that? The folks who are breaking and entering. What are you gonna do?
Cass, do you want to try the wooden one? I can get this bundle one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Asher's going to use one of his lock busting tools, and we're just going to take the fucking lock with us.
Okay.
So Asher is going to pull out. It is a wood metal handle with. It looks like if you had a fork, but you split all of the. It's like a double-sided fork, but on the sides, and the actual like teeth of it are like weirdly, like kind of moving at weird angles. You see Asher take a couple looks, holds the lock, sticks this in there, pulls a button, and then you just hear small. The lock just swings open, and Asher's gonna put it in his pocket.
Got it. Asher, you have a badly damaged, complicated lock with you.
Cool.
You cannot reuse it with the lockbuster on this one.
Nope.
Yeah, this one is completely fucked.
Yeah.
You'll be able to open up the
Walk.
door.
Do I hear this?
Yes.
Is it loud?
It will be loud enough that it sounds like there was some kind of a small explosion from the alchemy
Yeah,
lab.
I'm giving another look then.
Okay, perception check. Asher and Costella, you guys open up the door to the the metal cabinet, and inside you find a various set of ingredients, some that are within containers, some that are housed outside of it, but you can see very clearly that there are quite a few things just sitting in here, and all of them don't match what you were told to find. You don't see Nevelson's reed anywhere, and you're not really seeing anything else that you're not seeing the acid, not here. But you do see other things. So what you will find first off is a small container about this big, made of glass, and inside of it there is a kind of a grayish colored liquid with these flakes of some kind of shale-like material inside of it. And you can see that written on a paper label on the glass is something that says Aranye's blade shards.
Okay.
Then you will see that there is a large cloth-wrapped circular object that has a piece of paper stuck on it that says Jabberwock-Eye.
Okay.
And then the third thing that you would find in this one, because this is, you don't realize what you broke into, but I do. Yeah, boy, you chose the one, all right.
We did it. We fucking did it.
Always.
You will see. What would be a fun one? Yep, that'll be a fun one. You will see a small glass container of what looks like canine teeth, and on a piece of paper stuck to it, it reads vampire teeth. Those are the only things in this cabinet.
Say 24.
You rolled a 24. You hear hurried footsteps starting to come down the hall.
She's gonna like look into the room and go, "There's people coming." Do I see which direction it's coming from?
Yeah, I will say it's coming from your right.
I'm gonna start walking towards that way. See if
Okay.
I can cut them off at the pass a little bit.
Cass, do you want to see if you can get into the wooden cabinet really quick? Or if there's anything that's good in the glass cabinet.
Is there enough time? Right now, because he said that there's
If you-
people coming.
If you're very quick.
But my lockpick is broken!
Here you go. Asher's gonna hand pop out of the cane, hand over Asher's other thieves' tools, and shut it and start. Asher's gonna be right on the inside of the door, so that way it would open onto Asher.
Okay.
If anything were to happen, and be kind of crouched. Asher's gonna prep one of his fireworks.
Okay. Hey, I have a question. What are you doing with those 3 ingredients?
They're in separate pockets in Asher's
you're
coat.
taking them. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we got all 3 of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Which one do you... Kaz, which one do you want to try and unlock? Oh, yes, Jess?
This is a quick side note. Why would you break into a place and not take the valuable shit?
They're like, oh, those are cool. Anyway.
Legal ramifications.
Also, I want you to know, I know what these do.
Yeah?
You know what they do.
She has the same document you do, dude.
Oh, it's on the document.
In the document.
Yeah, go find it in the document, Michelle. You'll know why I'm reacting like that.
Okay,
Continue, Jolly.
We've got some good shit.
Both the wooden and the glass one have locks, right?
Yep. Wooden one has the wooden cabinet has a lock, the glass cabinet has a lock, and the wooden chest also has a lock.
There's a wooden chest?
Yeah.
A wooden storage chest, like
Yeah.
a trunk almost.
Okay. I'm gonna go by easy to medium. So I'm gonna go with the wooden, what's the wooden cabinet? The wooden thing first.
The wooden cabinet or the wooden trunk?
The wooden cabinet first. So.
We will go with the thieves' tools check then. This is not a complicated lock.
Yes. So I feel like I've been easily defeated by a very intimidating one. God,
I won't call that easily intimidated. You chose a very difficult target. Like, you guys chose the hardest one.
I'm gonna roll that again.
Yeah, you start to work on this lock, and you realize really quick your hands are shaking because now you know
boy.
someone's coming. The pressure's on. This is getting stressful,
Okay.
and you start to work on it a second time, and this time the door will open up.
What's in there?
Looking inside, you will not see the Nevelson's read in here, but you will find a small container of what looks like some kind of a sandy material that is labeled picric acid.
Is that the one that we needed?
That's the one that Jason
That's
needs.
the one. Yeah, that's the one that
Okay.
Asher wanted.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm-
the one that Izzy
I'm
wants,
taking that one because it's the one that Asher needs.
And as
Um,
for anything else that is present inside of here, you will find there is a small container that has what looks to be a slurry of something. And there's a piece of paper on it that reads Slod chromatophoric gland.
I'm too stupid to understand this, but I'm still gonna take it anyway.
Fair enough.
She
And
was
then there were a
locked
few
up.
other
It's
things.
expensive.
That's the first one you see immediately. What next?
Okay. The wooden chest.
Okay. You hustle over to the wooden trunk. I'm gonna need a stealth check from you and Jace.
Okay.
Michelle, you begin heading your way over towards the footsteps that you hear coming down the hall. And as you are doing so, you see, turning the corner, there's an older looking man. You see he has wispy white hair put into a comb over. He has a beard. He has like I'll call it like a goatee that comes down into a point. He has very soft looking eyes, kind of pale tan skin. And you see he kind of walks with a bit of a limp. He kind of like hobbles slightly as like favoring one side.
He looks old, right?
He looks older, yeah.
Okay. Okay, she's gonna walk up to him. Hi!
Yes, hello.
I'm a
How may I
little
help you?
lost. I was looking around the school. I was trying to see if I could find someone who's maybe been here for a few years.
Well, yes, I would say I have been here for more than a few years.
How long have you been here?
Well, I have been here, this will be my 50th year. My name is... I am Headmaster LeChance. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, and she'll like shake his hand. Hi, it's good to meet you. Hi, I'm very interested in your school. Do you teach people how to read here?
Well, we teach more than just that.
What do we
I
teach?
will say you are not what I am used to seeing. You
No, I'm from the caves up north. I'm from the Drow caves up north. And we
Very
have-
interesting.
Have you
So
ever
you
been?
are to the caves? No, but I have met Drow before. You do not resemble a typical
I can
Drow.
tell you all about it. It's very. I've heard that I'm very different from a lot of different Drow. Do you want to hear? I can tell you all about it. Can I?
I would love to hear, actually. Yes.
Can I use my?
You're using your
feature?
outsider feature, aren't you?
I am!
Very smart.
Listen.
So,
was
in that
mentioned.
case, Headmaster LeChance will have you come with him as he turns around and begins to lead you up towards a set of stairs leading further upstairs. Away from the alchemy lab.
You guys are on your own now, though. So if someone
Yes,
else
so
comes
are you.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Uh-huh.
You can spider out of there.
I can, and I'm also like, I'm not doing anything, Brad.
Brad?
Brad.
I was gonna move past him, but yeah, Brad.
We took a minute to
I'm not doing
process
anything,
that
Brad.
I chose not to
Doing
comment.
anything, Brad? God.
The thing is,
How do you know the headmaster's name?
She put him in a pit.
Brad
She says
LeChance.
he said the school had been open for 50 years, correct?
He's been here for 50 years. He did not say that was how long the school had been here.
Okay. Okay.
See, Fizzy gets to get by with the I'm literally so stupid that you're not gonna question me that hard.
Well, while you guys continue to steal, Fizzy, Headmaster LeChance will bring you all the way up to the 5th floor and will lead you to the headmaster's office, where he will invite you to sit on a chair that is in front of his desk, and he will effectively interview you. And he will continue speaking with you for as long as you permit it. Because you've effectively provided him a point of research.
Assuming, yeah, like there's a reason I took that feature, because it turns out that Fizzy is fascinating to people like this.
Yeah. Yes, Jess.
You know, in the first season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, when they go to the party,
I'm just picturing like Gina surrounded by these psychologists.
It's Gina Linetti surrounded by psychologists. It's just Fizzy in the exact same position.
my mother is jealous of me because she will never be as great as me.
Right. I'm writing it down.
Okay. Asher, what'd you roll for stealth?
I rolled a 15.
What'd you roll for stealth? Jolly?
16 plus 8, that's 24.
24.
24, you're good. Okay. And you're going for the wooden lockbox?
Yes.
Alright. Thieves' tools check.
Okay.
Asher is now, after hearing, because again, Asher's been by the door. Asher's now on lookout.
Okay. What'd you get for your Thieves' tools check?
19.
Okay. You begin to work away at the lock a little bit. You realize this is more complicated than the wooden one, so the shittiest lock was almost certainly the glass case. Yep. And as you are working on this, you will manage to eventually pick the lock, and inside you see there is. I'm so sorry, I have to describe this.
What is
You will see in a sealed glass container there is what appears to be a collection of fleshy lumps, all about the size of the tip of someone's pinky, and on the outside you see that it is labeled hagworts.
what?
Hagworts.
I don't know what that is.
Hag as in like a hag creature. Warts
And
as in
then-
the things that grow on you.
Yeah.
It's not a plant. It's literally hag flesh.
It's
Yeah.
literally pieces of their warts from hags.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Okay.
And then you will find another container of something that is labeled Talreeves peas, as in like the food. And they are it's a red colored bean that is held inside of a little clay container. And there you are.
Okay.
You
Okay.
still do not see Nevelson's Reed.
That's probably the one in the
Yes, it is.
last one. Okay. I have to roll this.
Hey, Connor, what was the other thing you said? Hogwarts and...
Hagwort and
Yeah.
Talreeves peas.
Can you spell that one?
In the
It's
Okay,
in the
so
chat.
It's in
Yeah.
chat, buddy.
I had to take my glasses off because I had something back.
Oh, okay. Stop getting things in your eye. Okay, fine. And you head over to the glass case.
Okay.
Make a
Yep.
thieves' tools check.
Okay. That's. What number is that?
19.
Oh, that's the same.
You unlock it with ease. And you see, labeled very clearly in this case, Nevelson's Reed.
That's the one that Busy won. So
Yes.
I will take that.
There is also a laundry list of other ones present here. But I will say, like, if you want to take all of those, you will be cleaning it out, and you will have a literal bag full of reagents.
I'm not
Asher-
smart to know what those are.
Asher's gonna kind of do one of these. Just take what we need.
I'm just gonna take the ones that I need. I didn't
Um,
even to know which one.
These are also the cheaper ones.
What was that, Jace? Take what we need?
Just take what we need.
What?
I understand the hypocrisy of that statement. Asher does not.
I'm laughing, Jolly, because Jace currently has 3 items we don't need in.
Oh yeah, Asher's like
No,
just
no,
stuffing the
no, no,
expensive shit,
no,
and then
no.
just like
We-
wait.
We need what Asher has.
Yeah, what Asher has can do.
Okay, apparently we do.
I can do some
I
shit.
know what they got.
Yeah.
I know.
Alright.
I
Yeah,
can
I just-
confirm what Jess said. Yeah. We need what Asher has.
I'm just thinking what the one that Busy needs. I'm
Okay.
leaving the other regions
Uh,
in the cabinet.
Costella, add 5 stalks of Nevelson's Reed to your inventory.
Could you write it down in the chat?
I will, buddy. Don't worry.
Okay.
I've been doing it the entire time.
So as we've been going through for just point of order, like for the metal cabinet, Asher closed it, try to make it look like nothing had been touched. We're making sure the locks are locked back up. Except for that's why the lock's gone. It's just gone. Somebody fucked up and forgot to put the lock on. That's the story Asher's going with. But with that all in hand, we're gonna go to the door and just make sure nobody's coming.
You do not see anybody here.
Okay.
Okay.
But you do see Tana's just a little ways down the hall, and Fizzy's nowhere.
Where the fuck did Busy go?
Actually, Tana probably would have been looking into something else.
Oh no! Okay, Tana left you high and dry. You look
Asher-
down the hall. None of your friends are here.
Well, I
Left.
wasn't far. I was
Right.
far enough where I didn't really hear the commotion. So
Okay. Tana,
hard
what were
to
you
know.
looking for this entire time, buddy?
So there was all this stuff for getting a student ID and all that, but never heard anything about like other ways to just be able to come and go freely. So she would have been talking to people about getting like temp or occasional teacher ID. So she could come and go, and if it's
Are you
on
hiring substitutes?
and if it's on the Feywild and people don't know much about it, she can occasionally slip in stuff that isn't
Boy.
real, but they'll never know, so as pranks.
Cody, I've got something better for you, buddy. You wind up conversing with a kind of a middle-aged man, we'll say, for a little bit. You see he's kind of got salt and pepper colored hair. He's kind of got it tied back in a ponytail currently. He's wearing a nice, well-kept suit. And he's talking with you about this, and ultimately, it sounds like his conclusion is, that's probably not going to happen. But he will also begin to speak with you a little bit more, and if you are willing to talk with him about the fact that you are an adventurous type, he may actually have something else for you.
Certainly, and remember, she also has a book that is full of detailed charcoal sketches from all the creatures that she's encountered on the Feywild.
That you
as
do,
well as
don't
notes
you?
on them.
So, my name is Maximilian Christensen. So, out of curiosity, these drawings that you've done, are they all yours?
Not all at the time I made the thing. Some of them were a bit dangerous.
So, I do have something that I think could prove to be lucrative for you, and I think could be favorable for me. See, there are some creatures that are a bit difficult to find. And while that is not surprising, and really a physical specimen would be a bad idea to have, I think that your drawing and your profession may prove to make you a convenient ally. I would be willing to pay you for providing sketches and diagrams of creatures that you find along your way.
Just a moment typing.
Yes.
You're literally the protagonist of Pokemon Snap.
You were close.
You look like... That was also an eerily good impression of that, Connor.
Thank you much.
I mean, to be fair, that voice is not difficult to impersonate.
You were close.
Say,
But, like I said,
and could I get occasional access to ingredients for my friends who need them? Stuff to help us stay alive on these adventures?
I could see some kind of an agreement being made for that, but we would need something to show before we're able to do anything like that. So if you're able to come to me with a few drawings and diagrams of some creatures you come across, that would be perfectly agreeable as far as I'm concerned.
Not sure how long I'll be in the area, but we can work it out whenever I'm by.
Well, that's totally fine. I'm not worried about timing. I don't have a time limit. This is a long-term research project, and I've got plenty of time ahead of myself. So, whenever you have the opportunity, please pop by, provide me illustrations and the such, and I will compensate you.
Is there any, like, specific creatures or the like?
Well, nothing common, or at the very least, nothing that would be a regular threat. So I don't need images of giant rats or what have you. I can find those myself. But dragons would be always appreciated. Strange creatures, if you're able to find any of the anything that is otherworldly in threat or undead in threat, that would be perfectly fine. But I much prefer to have natural creatures and any documentation on them. So he's specifically looking for monstrosities and beasts. And anything that would come closer to that category, such as dragons, you know?
I'm imagining that the campaign Tana is like, well, here are several gods.
I drew Satan. Here you go.
Because that is something that could happen.
Yes, it could. But, so, if you could do that for me, that would be perfectly acceptable. And I could see you being compensated, and I could try to get you permission to access our facilities and perhaps even use some of our resources.
I'm typing.
That's fair. And while you are speaking with Mr. Maxwell, Fizzy, you have been talking with the headmaster, and will continue to be speaking with the headmaster basically until you tell him to stop.
Okay.
So if you don't, you will this will go for 3 to 4 hours easily.
Okay. Probably after like an hour, she would be like, well...
Got it.
However, is she allowed to, like, ask questions as well?
Yes.
Okay, because, like, there would probably be, like, some questions peppered in about, like, oh, you said you've been the headmaster for X amount. How long has the school been open? What do you guys do here? What is school? Actually, she would probably ask, what is school first?
Well, the school is a place of learning. It's a location where one goes to become educated and be given information.
Are there schools like this everywhere?
Most places, yes.
I didn't go. There were no schools where I'm from.
That is fine.
Has this school been open a long time?
This school has been open for, I would believe, 273 years at this point.
Oh my word. That's a very long time. That's older than my
Yes.
mother.
Well, our schools tend to linger a bit more just due to the age of our students and faculty. But, yes, a majority of schools should be like this, at least as far as I am concerned. We specialize in the education of individuals, general education for individuals who do not wish to learn magic, and specialized information about other things.
Teach magic?
Yes, we teach magic of a sort.
What does that mean?
Well, I am by no means a specialist in magic. It is one of those topics I am versed in and I know about, and I can even cast a few cantrips, but I am not I am not a spellcaster. The knowledge of magic, that is something I'm versed in. But for proper teachers who will teach the casting of spells and what have you, we have a few, sure. But not here, right now. They are busy.
It's okay. I learned my magic. My magic is from mushrooms.
It is natural. It is a druid
Yes.
magic.
And the stars. The stars give me
Perfectly
magic.
normal. Yes, the non-learned magic always tends to be the most confusing, as there's not a straightforward answer. So
I see. I find the learned magic very confusing, actually.
that's perfectly understandable. It was not what you were taught. But
Oh, thank you. I
It is-
appreciated this talk.
oh, it is not a
Okay.
problem. If you wish to return, I give you full permission to return, and I will chat with you, and I can assist you in, well,
Can you help me get things?
possibly. That's a longer conversation. Ordinarily for individuals in unique positions, such as adventurers, we tend to... we have to resort to the bargaining system.
Well, I'm giving you a lot of stuff, am I not?
Oh yes, plenty.
So.
But a lot of times, information, yes, I'll give you some things, but a lot of the times when it comes to information, or when it comes to adventurers, we request things we cannot get our hands on.
We can work something out.
I'm sure we can. There is no rush, though. Please, I do not wish to take up more of your time.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Not a problem. Have a nice one.
You too. Bye. She walks out.
All right. And hard cut back to everybody else at over at Granny's house and what have you. Where are they gone? It's been like an hour. Yes.
Do I have a sixth sense by this point in my life that Ash is doing dumb shit?
Yeah, it tends to feel a lot like someone's crawling over your grave.
Davis will look up from where she is carefully measuring out the ingredients for this painkiller and goes, "We may have to go to the prison again soon."
Your granny looks up from making bullets. Huh?
I can feel Asher's doing some stupid shit.
Probably.
I'm starting to regret not handing him the glass medallion.
The what?
And she'll hold up a little trinket. It lets you turn invisible.
You had this whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time. Well, you can only use it once a day, and I also have this, and she's gonna hold up a fogstone parapet. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It lets you move really quickly. It's Misty Step, and I have this one, and it's literally just a little key with a skull on the top of it. It's a skeleton key. It lets you use knock.
All right, good to know. Handley, what the
I
fuck?
could feel two people cursing Jessica's name right now.
Yeah, but knock
Oh,
is
is it-
very loud.
Knock
Yeah,
that
that
up.
However, I do have invisibility, and I also have a thieves toolkit, which would have given you a third one.
You can only
This is
attempt to lock twice.
I need to
Otherwise
find
it
a new
jams.
one.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll get you to it. It's not hard. to
Second, it's true. Second try on complicated locks will jam them.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, Jill, what's Rap been doing, buddy?
Bleeding on a book.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just bleeding
I
on a
have,
book?
I don't know if they count. No, you. Please open that. Go ahead. You. Just kidding. But I have 9 temp hit points. Can those
much
go
s-
towards it?
How much soda did you drink?
No, wait. Those are from when you did Dreadform. Do they last past Dreadform?
I don't fucking know. Do I look like I've played a warlock
Should-
before?
it should say
True.
so on the
It will
card.
say.
Because I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a unique warlock feature for your class. Subclass.
Wild transformed, so no, it does not last.
Okay, then fine. Fuck it. I'm doing 11 hit points of bleeding on this stupid book.
Hey.
It's not stupid. I'm just, you know. I'm
Okay.
I'm down real bad.
Down with the sickness?
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, we'll call it that.
So I just watched Jill's character sheet fill with red.
Yeah. Rot wobbles out of the bedroom at some point. It's like.
Rot, you begin to supply more blood onto the book. And as you do so, you watch as more writing begins to appear on the document itself. Pact weaponry is a unique aspect to most warlocks, and the way said pact weapons can show themselves and interact with what a warlock gets their hands on is varied according to the individual holding the pact, the individual they're holding the pact with, and the potential sapience of the weapon. Weapons that possess a form of sentience or sapience, whichever one would wish to refer to it as, tend to buck against the idea of changing its form completely, and will require permission from their warlock to allow that to happen. This is, of course, in circumstances where the warlock decides to take in a magical weapon and replace the form of their magical object of their choosing. Some warlocks simply take in the object and that's at the end of it. Others, who are restricted to certain appearances due to their patron, or are restricted due to certain forms of their sentient weapon, those ones will not change the same. Appearances from an old weapon or lingering visuals that are reminiscent of their patron will stay upon the weapon that has been taken in. And if a weapon of a certain type is taken that is not liked by the sentient weapon, there are cases where it will simply consume it. Metal, wood, and all. And that's the document.
Just hand shaking from fucking blood loss. Just writing all this down in their own journal so that it never goes away.
Rot, your experience with this book is starting to kind of show you more that you think it's starting to give you more influence, and not influence, but insight into the way this works. The book itself may have some ways of controlling what is being depicted or given to the individual who donates the blood, but without knowing how that works, the book does it completely randomly. And since that's the case, the only way for you or for anyone else who wants specific information to get specific information would be to cross your fingers, hope you find it, and the moment you find that information that's being spoken about, start donating as much blood as possible before the book moves on to a different topic. Because short of that, you would have to find out how this works. And considering the age and complexity of it, you don't know how well that would work. There is also another question that is lingering in your brain. What would this do if someone who couldn't cast magic tried to use it? How would the book react?
Hold on. I have a question out of character.
Sure.
Currently, right now, who in the party can't do magic?
Becca,
You're not sure
Cody.
You're not sure with Tana.
This is true.
I was really hoping that you and Becca
Well-
would not raise your hands because you're about to find out that Rod has a very cool book.
Well, the problem is, Deus's magic is not technically hose.
Yes, but you are still technically performing magic.
So the question is, you don't know with Deus.
Yeah.
Okay, Rod's gonna kind of ruminate for a minute and think like, oh, we'll find out one day what the book does to someone who's not magic. Please, I'll find out one day. today's that day, and Rod's gonna pick up
Now!
and make sure Rod's gonna make sure that his hand is very, very, like almost like too much bandage on the hand, so that no blood like seeps out through the bandage. And Rod's gonna walk out. By the way, Rod's taking off the coat. So Rod's in a little crop top. Rod's my little boy, little crop top. I love my character so much, guys. A little crop top, and he walks out. Is like, with the bandaged hand. Is like, hello.
You need something, darling?
This is gonna get a little weird.
What did you do to your hand?
Cut it with a knife.
So let's back.
We have to go forward in order to go back.
Okay.
Okay.
This book that I borrowed from that dead man forever.
From stealing.
Borrowing. And Rod will open it to like an area where it's blank, because I imagine that the writing doesn't take up like the whole book when you bleed on it. I don't understand how it works, but it's like blank book. There's no it's empty. Blank. Except for sometimes you bleed on it. Gives you words. And now I've been sitting in there ruminating and thinking about it. I'm bleeding a lot on this book, thinking a lot about it. I've got magic. Granny, do you have any magic, perhaps, by chance?
I
in your
can't
body?
say that I do.
Good. Would you... This is a really weird thing to ask you in your home of all places, I apologize. Would you bleed on my book?
Well,
Doesn't have to be
If-
a lot. Just a little. Maybe.
if this will help you, yeah, I could donate a little blood, probably. That shouldn't be too bad.
Okay, I'm just gonna go set this on a table somewhere and you just take your time.
Hey, Kana,
Okay.
have I had enough time to finish like one of my potions that I've been making this whole time? Just in case.
No, you're stuck. You're like, what are you... Wait,
No, I mean, no. I mean, I'm making healing potions.
Yes. You will have had enough time to finish it up.
Okay, the rest of them can wait. I just need to make sure I have a healing potion. Which, if you... We'll talk about adding that to the sheet in a minute, just in case I have to use it immediately.
Yeah. Okay. So she takes like a small like knife out of her boot and just kind of like pricks her finger and like kind of hesitates and like smears it over the page.
little smiley face.
You drop, I will say, a single hit point of blood onto it. You stop and watch her a bit. The blood smear stays, and then you watch as it begins to leach away into the book, leaving a blank page behind.
It's anticlimactic.
Is it supposed to do something?
That was a very different reaction from what you're used to saying, Rod. Normally, it's near instant. You put blood on it, and it starts going, okay. That was slow. That was a slow reaction.
I think it was trying to process that you weren't magical, because usually when I bleed on it, which is, again, quite often, it is just sort of instantaneous. It pops up and gives me just a plethora of knowledge.
Does it work back to back?
It has before. Especially with two people, it's worked before with two people. I don't know.
Does it need more?
Knife me.
Yeah.
Blood for the blood.
I want to say, as I said that,
Right,
maybe it
stabs
needs
Granny.
more. I get a message.
wait.
It's like,
Where do I stab?
maybe I didn't give it enough. Maybe I don't know. How much do you usually give it? If you had to put a number to it.
On like a scale of 1 to 21.
On a scale of like 1 to 20.
Like a 10?
100.
No, Rod is like, as Rod's gesturing and talking, you can see that like Rod's hands are shaking from like, cause Rod is
Scrawny.
Rod doesn't look good right now. I'll tell you this right now. But Rod's just like, I sort of, I give quite a bit, but that's just because I'm knowledge, gotta have it. Feel free to, I don't want to force you to bleed more. But if you wanted to, everyone can have a turn. Please.
I'll try a little bit more. And she'll donate 5 HP. What's 21 minus 5?
16, dear.
16.
16.
Alright. She kind of hesitates again, but like looks at Rot and just kind of cuts her hand and lets it bleed a little bit more.
You allow the blood to spill onto the book, and you watch as it pools slightly and then shudders, then begins to seep back into the book, leaving a blank page again. They gave you another different reaction.
I don't think it likes her blood.
I don't think I want you to bleed anymore on the book because that's a lot of blood.
I don't think I want to bleed anymore.
I don't.
Granny.
Wait. Yeah.
And Grot and Darius, you watch as words in fine black ink in cursive text appear on the book, and they say, "What is it you hope to find here?"
Knowledge?
Probably.
Never asked. It's never asked me a question before. This is brand new.
You're the subject.
And with that, we'll be leaving off for tonight's session.
Oh, okay.
Thank you all so very much for being here for the stream. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you do enjoy what we do and you do enjoy the stream, please pass the word around and tell your friends. I had some things planned for this session, but I'm always happy to see things go off track because it always tends to make it more interesting. So, if you really like us, pass the word around, tell your friends. We love seeing new folks show up in the stream. Another special thanks to Bill Roper for creating the intro for our stream. It came out great, man. Really, I can't thank you enough. Our Twitter is Dicefunctional_ at the end. You can follow us there. We stream regularly Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And if you'd like, you can follow us here on Twitch. You can join up our Discord and say hello there. But with all of that said, say bye, guys.
Bye, stream.